Hey guys, Girl About Library, and I'm here today with my September TBR. My September books I'm telling myself I'm going to read list. Most of them are library books, so I probably will actually read them because I'm bizarrely good about fulfilling that requirement. But some of them, we'll see. So let's get into it. First up, because I have it in my hand, that's why you're first, is We the Animals by Justin Torres. This is a fiction novella. I mean, it's only 128 pages, and that includes the acknowledgments, so we don't count the acknowledgments. It is 125 pages, and I'm really excited to read this. I'll probably end up reading it in like a day because it's 125 pages. But I saw the trailer for the movie adaptation of it, which I will link down below, and I was just like, oh my gosh. It is just such an indie movie type feel. And the book, from what I've read so far, because I read the first page, is also very indie movie-ish. Let me just give you a little sampling. There's a lot of pages before you hit a first page. We wanted more. We knocked the butt ends of our forks against the table, tapped our spoons against our empty bowls. We were hungry. We wanted more volume, more riots. We turned up the knob to the TV until our ears ached to the shouts of angry men. We wanted more music on the radio. We wanted beats. We wanted rock. We wanted muscles on our skinny arms. We had bird bones, hollow and light, and we wanted more density, more weight. We were 6 snatching hands, 6 stomping feet. We were brothers, boys, 3 little kings locked in a feud for more. So, I like that writing style. I don't think it's like something everyone likes, but I like it. And so I'm really excited to read 125 pages of it. It is a story about 3 brothers, but I think it's from the perspective of just one of the brothers, so which I like. I like books that don't constantly change perspective. It sounds like their home life is pretty chaotic, but the 3 brothers are very close. Other than that, I know nothing about it, because the same is kind of like the takeaway from the trailer. I think dad leaves at some point, maybe dad comes back. Mom and dad's relationship is definitely rocky, and that contributes to like the overall tone of the household, as it always does. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. Next up is another library book that I have out, and that is The Sea of Tranquility by Katja Malay. I picked this book up because Bedtime Bookworm recommended it. I will link her channel down below. I love her. Love you, Jade. This book follows 2 characters, Nastia and Josh. Nastia had something terrible happen to her. I'm not sure what yet because I haven't read the book. She keeps everyone at a distance because of the thing that happened to her. And Josh is someone that she meets, and he's also he's a loner, which I like. I have a thing for loners. It sounds like the 2 form a friendship, maybe some romance, definitely some romance. Look at the cover of this book. Anyway, they get together somehow, and I genuinely don't know like the plot of this book other than that, but I'm excited to find out, and I trust Jade's recommendations. So this is on the book for September. I'm also reading Puddin. I started this at the end of August. I'm still reading it. It is the follow-up to Dumplin'. It's by Julie Murphy. If you haven't read Dumplin', highly recommend that. I'm almost done with Puddin'. I only have like 100 pages left to go. I don't know that I highly recommend it. I think if you read Dumplin', it's a good follow-up book to that, just to see those characters again, because the characters in the book were great, and you get to revisit all of them, most of them, in the second book. I haven't enjoyed it as much as Dumplin', but it's also like, this book is thick. It is thick. It's like 430 pages, I think. Like, it's a lot. And there isn't that much of a plot, so it's just kind of been, I don't know. Anyway, I'm sure there will be more talk of this book in the future. Next up is a book I have seen everywhere on Bookstagram, but I haven't seen on YouTube that much yet, and it is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I am 78 pages into this book, and I'm really, really enjoying it. Everyone on Bookstagram has had good things to say. I agree. This is really, really good. It is about a girl named Kaya. She is the marsh girl. And it goes back and forth in time, I think, but I'm only in the back part of the time at the moment. And Kaya will break your heart. Kaya's life situation is devastating. Everyone in her family leaves, and this girl is like not in the double digits, I don't think. Like, don't even think she's 10 years old yet. And her mom left. All of her siblings just kind of like wandered away because her dad is so abusive. But they left Kaya. So you follow Kaya's story and kind of how she becomes the marsh girl, but also there's a murder mystery aspect to it, which is like when you do go forward in time, that's the storyline that you're following. And so The writing in this book has been really, really, really good so far. I think Delia Owens is a nonfiction author. This is her first fiction novel. Yeah. Does that make you a debut author? Kind of. It's like debut in this genre. Anyway, I'm really enjoying it, and I'm excited to share my final thoughts. So those are the library books that I have out. Now I need to start reading some of my physical TBR, because it's getting out of control. And part of the culprit for the getting out of control is the Book of the Month Club. I have 3, well I have way more than that back there. I probably have 7 Book of the Month Club books that I need to read, and they just stand out to me for some reason because they just do. They're eye-catching. And so I'm going to read one of these 3 or more. What if I read more? What if I read all 3? We'll see. I want to read one of these 3, and they are Celestine's Little Fires Everywhere, The Line That Held Us by David Joy, or Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstance by Ruth Emmy Lang. Number 1, Little Fires Everywhere by Celestine. Love her. She is great. It follows a community called Shaker Heights in Cleveland. It's like kind of like upper class suburban environment, and a woman moves into town who like doesn't quite fit that mold, and Celestine is going to totally rock this, and I'm sure it's really, really good. I don't know why I haven't read this yet. Number 2 is a book I have not seen hardly at all on Bookstagram or BookTube, which like makes me that much more intrigued to read it. And that is The Line That Held Us by David Joy. This has like kind of a Winter's Bony type feel to me. It is about a man named Daryl Moody. Daryl Moody goes hunting one day and he accidentally kills a guy. And unfortunately that guy is part of the Brewer family, which is notorious for vengeance and violence. So not a guy you want to accidentally kill. Daryl calls on one of his friends, which you better be a good friend, Calvin, to help Daryl in this situation. So he calls on his friend Calvin, but when the Brewers figure out what happened, bad things start occurring to the people who covered up the murder. So, excited for this one. It's pretty quick read. It's really not that long. It's like 250 pages or so. So, excited for that. And then last, I think this is like an order that I'm like planning. I don't know. See, that's the problem with TBRs is like, you read what you're in the mood for. You know, like it's that I'm a mood reader, but I like having kind of like some guidance. I like having guidance, but I am ultimately a mood reader. So it's so hard to tell which of these will like actually get read, but I'm excited about all of them. And so it's hard to pick. Beasts of Extraordinary Circumstance by Ruth Emmy Lang. I'm so here for this. I don't usually like, what's it called? Magical realism. I don't really like that typically in books, but I'm kind of here for it in this one. I've heard really good things about it. It follows a character named, name is not popping out to me. Main character, regardless of name, orphaned, raised by wolves, proud owner of a horned pig named Merlin. Waylon Gray, that's his name. Knew he wasn't like other people. Sounds like Waylon can like control the weather to some point, like he has like these magical powers and he doesn't really understand them or where they came from, and they're affecting his life, and so I'm excited to read it. This is also her first novel. It's a debut novel, which I enjoy reading, so yeah, I'm here for it. Hopefully this gets read. So that is my TBR for the month of September. Not too ambitious. I feel like I can do this. This is doable. We'll find out though. We'll find out in 3 weeks what actually happened. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know down below what is on your September TBR, or any of my books on your September TBR. Have any of the books that I've recommended ended up on your September TBR? Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe so that you don't miss out on any of my bookish content. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye.